Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley came out this week and gave President Biden one of the biggest endorsements that we have seen in this election cycle, right? I mean, even bigger than Bernie Sanders coming out and endorsing Joe Biden. Nikki Haley went on Fox News and had this praise to heap upon the President of the United States. Here it is.
Well, I think it tells you that when you have the most pro-union president and he touts that he is emboldening the unions, this is what you get. And I'll tell you who pays for it is the taxpayers. You know, here, from what I understand, the union is asking for a 40% raise. The companies have come back with a 20% raise. I think any of the taxpayers would love to have a 20% raise and think that's great. But, the problem is we're all going to suffer from this. This is going to cause things to go up. And, this is going to last a while. But, when you have a president that's constantly saying, go union, this is what you get. The unions get emboldened and then they start asking for things that, that companies have a tough time doing.
That's right, folks. President Biden is Union Joe. I mean, he's out there empowering workers. Honest to God, Democrats, go ahead and just package that up and send it out as a campaign ad, because that is a hell of a statement showing that the President of the United States is absolutely standing with the American worker, demanding better wages, better conditions, better benefits, all of the things that we all want. And Biden is the president fighting for it. Thank you, Nikki Haley, for that glowing endorsement. Now, Nikki Haley, of course, as soon as this clip aired, immediately was ridiculed all across social media for apparently endorsing Biden. You've got people out there laughing and saying, I thought you were trying to be Trump's running mate, not Biden's running mate, because that is a glowing endorsement. That's literally the best thing you could say about somebody. This guy stands with workers. Yay! We want that. The workers want that. We don't want a president who's going to stand by as the CEO of General Motors makes 1,000 times the amount of the person on the assembly line. We don't want the guy standing with the CEO. We want the president standing with the workers. Here's a dirty little secret about unions that Republicans hate. And they hate it because their donors hate it. When union wages go up, wages in the entire area, wherever those unionized workers are that get the increase in wages, wages for even other industries totally unrelated, non-union wages, also go up. Wages for everybody in those areas go up. Why? Because the other businesses have to stay competitive as well. Because they know that, hey, our worker could leave our business, our industry, and just go work over at the GM factory because they're paying more money. So we got to pay more money to keep our people happy, so they don't just say, you know what, screw this. My buddy works over here. I can get in. That's what terrifies Republicans. And it's not because it's unfair. It's not because the workers don't deserve it. They do deserve it. What scares Republicans is that every time a corporation has to pay their workers a little bit more money, that means that that's money that can't go to fund a Republican campaign. That's money that can't go to a lobbyist to go and fight for bills that are going to deregulate their industry. Oh no, that means one less fancy dinner that Republican politicians and sometimes Democrats don't get to go to. That's what pisses them off. When people in the country are happy, when things are going well for them, they vote with the party that was in charge when things started getting better. And that party right now, obviously, is not the Republican Party. That's the biggest threat that these Republicans are facing. So Nikki Haley goes out there, tries to attack Biden for being pro-union, but ends up giving him one of the best campaign ads we've ever seen. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.